up to letter E. Up to letter E. Here we go. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. My name is Ray Santos. I've been here at City College for the last 25 years teaching Latin popular music performance class. Let me hear the C9.
He's a big salsa band composer and arranger, and even a musician himself. He's a sax player. He's played with everybody from Machito, Tito Puente, Tito Rodriguez, everybody. A bunch of records that I grew up with, like salsa records from the 70s, the 80s. He's composed a lot of those tunes. Then when I found out he was teaching here, I was like, oh my God, I gotta take this class.
He's a wonderful teacher. He has such a wonderful personality and demeanor. He's a rather low-key sort of fellow. He has a wonderful sense of humor that he holds a little bit in reserve. But his intelligence and his enthusiasm and his joy of teaching and his love of music make him an ideal teacher.
Born and raised here in New York City. I was fortunate enough to have parents that supported me in my musical endeavors and paid my tuition to go to Juilliard School of Music. And from there I continued in my music career, performing with bands and writing arrangements for orchestras and for recording sessions, documentaries, movies, commercial jingles. My mother always had Caribbean music, Puerto Rican, Cuban music on in the kitchen, but in the living room, in my room, I always listened to jazz and big bands like Benny Goodman, Duke Ellington, Count Basie, Stan Kenton. In the 1950s, when I became an active professional musician, I wanted to combine the two types of music, the American swing band jazz music with the Afro-Cuban, Afro-Caribbean rhythms, which is bongos, conga drums, timbales, and that's what I've worked at all my life as far as my arranging style. I was originally approached to do this class 25 years ago, and with no experience whatsoever as a teacher. Basically, I learned on the job.
I think his joy of teaching and his excitement about music keeps him young, and he brings that excitement back to the students.
The satisfaction of making somebody, of preparing somebody who has no experience whatsoever with this type of music, and at the end of the semester they really have a good grasp as to how to play this music. That's very satisfying. Okay, hold on. Ding, ding, right? Try not to get too much ring, ding. Okay, here we go.
Professor Santos's class is very, very good because it's structured and he doesn't have any room for error, so you have to really, you have to play. And it pushes you because Ray's such a legend in this music and in music in general. So to play for him and in his class is a great opportunity for me.
He's cool because he'll sit down, and if you don't get something, he's very persistent, like, no, we're gonna be here until you get this. There's no not getting it. There's no such thing as that.
It's too loud. A band is a team. It's like a football team or a baseball team. You have to have that same type of teamwork.
I knew of him before I started playing music. Then I started, I got involved with music, and I had the opportunity to work with him professionally, in his band, when he had a working band. It's just great being around somebody that's practically a living legend.